Oh, is it going to work now? Good. For some reason, it decided to not connect me to the internet. 0 people and 0 likes. Yep, that sounds like a good start. Alright, time to tell people. Alright, so that's messaging them. This is going to be a boring part. If I end up seeing the end product, I'm probably going to cut this bit out. In which case, who am I talking to? Because again, no one is here. I guess you can scroll back on this video and see this, in which case, hello person who scrolled back. Thank you for beholding this footage that you'll never see again. Right, let's see. Beanie Boy. I'm doing the live stream now for my audition monologues. I'd appreciate it if you could join and give me some feedback. Now let's see. So Natasha got bored of, no, Nasib got bored of waiting for me. This stream is going nowhere. Are they all waiting for a link or something? I mean, fine. I can just search up my channel. Heaven forbid. I haven't even messaged my drama friends yet. The people who will actually be instrumental to me actually doing this. Right. Okay, that gives me a delay of about 3 seconds, I would say. I don't know. I'm still looking at myself. Okay, apparently not. I don't know. That counts as the first person who's joined the chat, which is me. So that's a thing. Let's go ahead and message something to myself. Hello, me. Very lonely, isn't it? I don't even know what I'm achieving with that. Oh, it actually appears at the bottom corner. I didn't even realize that before. Okay, well that's actually going to be a useful feature once, you know, I actually start giving people hyperlinks and things. Right, so there's one for the beanie. Let's go ahead for the 2 people I know who are actually going to be here. And apparently I count as person 0. So who was that who was on before? I don't get that. Right, that's everyone on Discord. Let's message people on Facebook now. And you might be thinking, I should have started this stream after I got the people around. Well, the thing is, I don't actually know what hyperlink it's going to be until the stream actually starts. So I have to start the stream first and then send the hyperlink to people. And thus this boring 3 minutes and 56 seconds. Let's see. Speaking of auditions, I'm doing another live stream of my monologues for Rose Bruford. If anyone can spare some time, please join. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and actually already a person has in fact joined. I don't know who that is. Person who's joined, or if that's just me again, whatever. Send a message if you're not me. Okay, that post has been seen by one person. And now, the final people to message, the people who always want to see my monologues and will appreciate any excuse to talk to me. My parents. Finally, I'm getting them involved in a YouTube video knowingly and willingly, because normally they would just barge in halfway through recording and I couldn't edit them out back then. So actually, this time it's going to be planned. Alright, let's go with Mum first. In fact, actually I can just message the group chat on WhatsApp, but I think that's not going to be a... Hi, I'm doing a live stream now showing my monologues for Friday. Would you like to see it and give feedback? Same goes for Dad and Carl. And link. Okay. I'm considering just dropping this whole idea because, I mean, even if I've sent the link to people, it's still not here. It's been... Oh, okay, just as I was saying that, Beanie Boy comes in. Hey, hello. I might have to wait for a few more people, but now that you're here, hi. I guess well, yeah, there's not really much to say at this point. Nothing really has happened. I've just been mumbling to myself for 6 minutes. That's fine, he'll wait. I'm especially disappointed at the people who are on Discord, who are always trying to, try to call me for something, and yet there they are, not actually answering my call to action. Guys. They're probably, I don't know, they're probably playing some sort of, some game that they can't actually quite leave at the moment. But I mean, I would actually, appreciate people being there and... Oh, whoops, I just realised that I had a message from a friend of mine that I didn't actually read a long time ago. I'm checking my Facebook to... I'm checking... Oh, you just saw a message. Well, it's fine. You've actually answered the call, Beanie Boy. You've answered it. I'm talking about other people on Discord, namely Spartan Gaming and Leon Tarkshina, who are at the moment active and they're not really there. To be fair, I did kind of ignore Nasib a couple of times today. But that was just because I was so tired and I didn't really want to talk at that point. Yeah, sure, go ahead. I don't mind. Yeah, sure. We appreciate any people around. Oh, that message, by the way, for people watching back is want me to share it with my friends. I need to get used to reading to those out loud and not just, processing it in 1 second going vroom. Is there anyone else I can contact? Let's see. I guess there's the people on dying of boredom. I had some sort of Discord notification, but that wasn't anyone there. So, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. No one's actually online for that one anyway. It's just Spartan Gaming, who again is not here. What was I saying yesterday to you, Vinny Boy, about a successful live stream? Yeah, it's going a lot better than this one. I would put I would put this on Team Mania, but the last time I posted links, I got told, oh yeah, posted in the wrong place. I'll check it out later. It's live Mania. That doesn't work like that. Although I guess it kind of does, but in this case, I do actually need the live input. Who else can I message? Sim is playing Minecraft. That's the only person who is online. Oh, Dalek Diamondite. I haven't talked to him in a while. All my active friends are getting this one message. I'm just going to send the exact same thing to all of them. So let's go down and send this to... I have someone on my contacts called Female Vegeta. Oh, yes, that was my beginning of my chat history is... Who is this? Oh, sorry, I'm not even reading. Basically, there are different chats like general chat and video chat, and I've lost it now. Speaking of chats, I need to go to the actual video itself. Okay, Beanie Boy says, basically, there are different chats like general chat and video chat and spam chat. You probably did it on general, which was meant to be on videos or something, probably why you got told off. There are reasons, but again, the point I was trying to get across was that she wasn't really focusing on what was being posted, more like just where it was being posted. And the server's not actually that big. So yeah. That was what I was trying to get across. Just a slight peeve of mine. But in any case, I put it in the right place later on, and still no one joined from there. So I'm making that mistake again. Right. Cybo's online. Not many of my friends are on, but I've put it on 2 servers. Okay, thank you. At least we're trying here. I need to do this one thing. I need to do more streams to get my audience used to me streaming, just like you do. Because clearly that's something that, yeah. Try to put it on social media. I did actually. Oh, there we go. Spartan Gaming, at last. Where were you? And his answer is YOLO, 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 YOLO. Yeah, that sounds about right. Your mama. Do. Okay. Let's see. Is Leon not going to X run? Yeah, actually that makes sense. Let's see. I'm trying to get... Can we get Leon on here as well? I mean, to be honest, he probably won't really say anything that's, how to say, relevant. But at least, I don't know. It's worth a try, is my point. Right. Okay, I guess this is as good a place as any to start. So I guess I'll just go through a bit of a brief thing of what's going on. I was reaching for my phone to try and text my parents, but then I realised I'm using my phone to record it. He's going to join in a bit. Oh, speaking of a bit, there he is, Leon Takshina. Hello. All right, so now that there's the 4 of us here, I think I'm going to actually start. So basically, what's going on is that I'm auditioning for a drama school called Rose Bruford. That's in London. And that's on Friday. So I need to prepare the monologues. I've got 4 monologues. I need to choose 2 of them. And so this is a kind of a sessions day to decide really which 2 I should do, although I am leaning towards a pair, and also how best to actually do them. So I don't know. I've got lots of feedback from my fellow actors back at Lipper, but there's also yay. Yay indeed. I mean, so, yeah. So, so basically I'm just going to start and show you which ones they are and see what all of your wonderful opinions are and anything I could do better. Bear in mind that I'm very limited for space, and so essentially I guess this will just be, like in extreme audition scenarios. This is the extreme version. Someone has left. Okay, I bored people already. Right. Again, so I guess those should just be the wings over here in this general direction. And, well, over there's my bed, so I'm not really going to do anything over there. But yeah, so normally the room would be much bigger, and I would be doing this in front of a panel of actually about 3 people, so it works out. So yeah, just bear in mind that the space is a lot smaller than usual, and normally the chair that I would be in would not be as mobile and as stylish as this one. Way ahead of you, they all suck. Okay. Oh, what, you mean audition areas? Yeah, well, I mean, or panel members. I don't know, it depends on what panel, really. I've got a few stories of that. But I think we've been here for long enough already. So let's get going with the first monologue, which I'm going to make Hecate from Macbeth. Let's go. I'm wearing a hoodie at the moment, and normally Hecate is the head witch, so maybe I would put this up for the time being, but I won't have this in auditions, so I will just remove it for now. Don't demonetize me for removal of clothing, YouTube. I'm just going down to my All Blacks. Okay. I don't need this. And I shall start around here. If I kick my my laundry basket away, let us begin. Have I not reason, beldams as you are, saucy and overbold? How did you dare to trade and traffic with Macbeth in riddles and affairs of death? And I, the mistress of your charms, the close contriver of all harms, was never called to bear my part, or show the glory of our art. And what is worse, all you have done hath been but for a wayward son, spiteful and wrathful, who, as others do, loves for his own ends, not for you. But make amends now, get you gone, and at the pit of Acheron meet me the morning, thither he will come to know his destiny. Your vessels and your spells provide, your charms and everything aside. I am for the air, this night I'll spend unto a dismal and fatal end. Great business must be wrought ere noon. Under the corner of the moon there lies a vaporous drop profound. I'll catch it ere it comes to ground, and thus distilled by magic sleight shall raise such artificial sprites, and by the strength of their illusion shall draw him unto his confusion. He shall spurn fate, scorn death, and bear. He hopes above wisdom, grace, and fear. And you all know security is mortal's chiefest enemy. Right, so that's monologue number 1. So what do people think? I'll just wait a couple of seconds for the chat to catch up. And Leon has asked on Discord, what do you do? Well, at this point, what you would do is say what you thought, what could be improved if you think, and yeah, that's basically it for now. That was amazing. I can see it in your eyes. You really mean what you're saying. Oh, thank you. It's good, says Leon. What more can you ask? And okay, so Spartan, what do you think? It's good. Okay, so we're having a few technical issues with Spartan, I'm guessing. Oh wait, no, he says, yeah, woot woot, love it. Okay, any improvements you'd like to suggest? I don't know. I guess in the uncomfortable silence that no one has anything to say. You were all too nice. Oh, Okay, Beanie Boy says something. Jacob Button now cries over the "It's good" message. It touched his heart so much. It did. It really did. It's the most profound piece of feedback I've ever received. Spartan Gaming, I don't know, man. It's pretty good. Ah, oh, it's pretty good. Such words. Such magnificence. Okay, but in all seriousness, thanks anyway. I don't know if you. I'll compare it later on to a different classical monologue. I have to do two monologues, by the way. It's one classical and one contemporary. That was my first classical. I've got another one to show later on, and someone else has joined. There's 5 people watching now, so hello, 5th person, whoever you are. If you can, please send a message to say who it actually is. I think it doesn't need improvement. It's really good. Fair enough. You know, there's actually I did something different there that I didn't before, which was that I forgot to change the camera settings to suit my height. So normally when I'm stood up, I look like this, but for that performance, I had to look like this. So, yeah, maybe that's something to work with. Actually, maybe I can incorporate the physicality, which you couldn't see because it was too far down, and I can't really pan this camera while I'm acting. Maybe I can actually incorporate that and make it so that she's even lower, but still as a high up in status, like Hecate demands to be. And the 5th person's gone. Okay. Clearly, when I acknowledge people, they leave me. That's just the way of life, apparently. Yep, 5th person left. You are correct, Beanie Boy. Well, in any case, to you more loyal people, here is my second monologue. And this one is the one that I'm thinking of pairing with that one. So this one is completely still. So I know it maybe could benefit with some movement, but the way that I've staged it with some acting directors and things like that in college, well, not in college, in drama school, LIPA, whatever, it's meant to be quite still. So that person's afraid you'll eat them. What are you talking about? I don't eat people. I don't eat people at all. No, okay. I'm vegetarian, everyone knows that. Okay. Right, let's go with monologue number 2. So let's see what you think of this one. Oh, he's only Logan Georgie Paul. To anyone who watches this in the future, that's a reference that you won't get. That's just a joke between the boy and myself. Much like our diss tracks to each other. Anywho, let's go, without further ado, to monologue number 2. You know I am soon to return to war. Join the battalion. Last night I was watching on the news. There'd been a suicide bomb and people were protesting in the square. It was just as I remembered. The street vendors and the children playing football with a tin can, and suddenly there were tanks. Our tanks, driven by our soldiers, careering through the crowds as if the people were skittles. There was a woman screaming, holding the body of a child. That's what they told you, but you couldn't tell. You couldn't tell because there was so much blood. And then there was rows of bodies lying there in the streets, faceless, nameless. We here have to believe that our lives are of some significance. We cannot afford to imagine that these people, these strangers, feel things just as we do. We have to believe that their suffering is inevitably because of their inferiority, that perhaps they deserve their fates just as we deserve ours. Perhaps this illusion is necessary. Without it, we're only faced with the inevitability of our crumbling instability. We are those rows of bodies lying there in the streets. We are the woman holding her dying child, helpless in the face of its suffering. We are the children who would ask us for sweets one morning and were hung up in a tree when we returned that night, punished for talking to soldiers. The end. All right, let's make the gamer feel welcome. So, hi, the gamer. Sorry you joined through that incredible bombshell that almost quite literally of what was going on. Basically, this live stream, because you weren't here for the start, this live stream is about me showing off my monologues for my audition for drama school, which is on Friday, and I've showcased one classical one already, and this is my contemporary to go with it. I've got two more later on. I'm just gathering feedback from people about what they think. So now's the time to say what people thought of that actual performance and just see what they think. So go ahead, people. On to you. What do you think? Including you, the gamer. It was more realistic. Yep, yes it was, Leon. It was definitely more realistic. I think that was the point of the actual original performance. I feel like you not moving around is good because it makes it more solemn. Okay, good. That's what I was going for. That's what I was going for. The one thing that I kept getting feedback on before, and the gamer seems to have left now. Oh, wait a second. I think it was very good, but I have to say your other one beat it because your accents and your facial expressions was very good. Yeah, thing is, I'm genuinely a lot better at classical text than I am at contemporary. It was good, a real story. Yeah, I think that was what the writer Polly Teal was trying to get across. It was a more realistic story. It's from a play called Mermaid, actually, which is one that she wrote in 2015 that's based on the Hans Christian Andersen story that we all know. But it takes it into a more realistic approach in the sense that it adds aspects of war. I don't know if it directly parallels any war that was happening at the time, but I mean, war is war, so it doesn't really matter in that regard. So yeah, well, I'm glad you all seem to enjoy it. Is there anything you think I could actually do better? Like, I don't know, was my actual emotion there? Because, I mean, a lot of this is carried through voice, and I don't think my face doesn't necessarily matches everything all the time, so I don't know. What did you think? And then there's that moment when everyone's typing. But you staying still is so good. To improve, I saw you smile a tiny bit. It doesn't fit well. Try to stay sad and think of what it is. I think I know when you mean. I think I know you... When I'm saying about it's just as I remembered it, like it's a comforting memory. But I guess that what you say makes sense because I mean he's not really comforted by it because it's immediately followed up by the tanks being there and ruining that entire image. So yeah, I'll get rid of that. Yeah, that's gone. Thank you for that. Anyone else have anything to say? Leon Tarkshina says, good. This is not really in terms of too good too. Oh yeah, that's him quoting things. Good. I felt that's a good pair because it shows how chameleonic you can be. Oh, chameleonic. I like that. I need to use that word more often. Chameleonic. Okay, fair enough. So that's one pairing. I've got another pairing which I may use not tomorrow. I may use on Friday, and I may not. It all depends. Oh, and my computer's going off. Okay, leave that there. So, let's see. Jacob now sheds a tear for those amazing words. I would like to thank. There's the one thing I can't do. I can't really fake cry, so that's why that one I think comes off a lot worse for me because I can't fake cry. So I would like to thank all the people that have supported me, all 5 of you. Yeah. You're good at fake crying as a joke. Yeah, that's the thing, yeah. I'm good at fake crying as a joke. I've done that before. I'm sure that if you scroll back across my portfolio of everything, I'm sure that I've done that like 10 times. But yeah, but not for real. It's a skill that I know the technicalities of how to do it, but I am terrible at it. So it's good that that piece still works without it, is what I'm saying. Okay, so the next combination, this next one is one that I've done for years, since 2015 actually, but it's always changed every time that I've done it. And this one is the Porter monologue, also from Macbeth. You're inspiring me to live stream. You've been live streaming longer than I have! And before you say it, no, I did not copy you. Until I do a Fortnite live stream, I have not copied you. Just establishing that. In any case, what was I saying? Ah yes, Porter monologue from Macbeth. So, yeah, same play, also quite an energetic character. So this one may be less of a contrast with the contemporary one that I've chosen, but let's see. So normally I would do this one as direct address, so I'd be looking directly at the panel or at a student that they have on the side that you can use for direct address, like they do in auditions. But this time, because I'm doing this in front of a camera and I'm not really in front of everyone, I'm going to try and do it the other way, not direct address. Some panels don't like doing direct address, so it's good for me to try this out in this way. So I'm just going to see what happens. So let's push this chair aside. Let's actually. My amazing moderator has come out of his way to join you and treat me like a piece of dirt. What, treat you like a piece of dirt? Such an amazing moderator you have. Right, let's adjust that camera so that I can actually stand up. Is that good enough? Yes, no, a bit higher. Not what I said. To join you. Oh, and you treat me like a piece of dirt. Oh, sorry, I misread that. No, you don't. Okay. Right, that's a good angle. Okay. Let's go ahead and start. Monologue number 3. Oh, here's a knocking indeed. If a man were porter at Hellgate, he should have owls turning the key. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there with the name of Beelzebub? Here's a farmer who hanged himself on the expectation of plenty. Come in time! Bring napkins enough about you. Here you'll sweat for it. Knock, knock! Who's there with other devil's name? Ooh. Faith, here's an equivocator who could swear in both scales against either scale, who committed treason enough for God's sake, yet could not equivocate to heaven. Oh, come in, equivocator. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Faith, here's an English tailor, come hither for stealing out of a French hose. Oh, come in, tailor. Here you may roast your goose. Knock, knock, never at quiet. And what are you This place is too cold for hell. Our devil portrait is no further. I'd have thought to send one of all professions to go the primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. Anon, anon, I pray you, remember the porter. And I would go off stage, but my entire hallway is blocked. So, yeah, that's monologue 3. Let's reset this to sitting position. All right, fantastic. What have we got here? I remember this, you scared me. Oh yeah, you were there in the actual performance. Okay, so context for that was that I performed this when I was in Macbeth, like I said, in 2015. And it turns out the people in my school, in Leon's year, were going to see that performance. So the only person I told beforehand was actually Phoenix, who then told Leon anyway, even though I asked her not to. And so this year group, I was there in the performance and I didn't tell anyone, not even the teachers. The headmaster knew I was there because I had to, give my absence or whatever. But even so, no one knew, even the teachers, so I just appear out of this box and I just start doing my direct address thing. And one of the people that I choose in the audience is actually Leon. So, so yeah, he remembers it. So that's good. I mean, clearly people do in fact remember the porter. That was the catchphrase even after the show happened. So yeah. So obviously I'm not doing direct address in that instance, but I will ask the panel if I can do it because it's just more fun that way. I mean, that monologue to me, if anything, is fun. And that's what I think auditions really should be. Everyone's, nervous about doing them. So as long as you can have fun with it, then, I mean, that's what you really want to do. Because, why else are you there if you don't find drama fun? So, yeah. Okay, so feedback there. What people like, what people not like. I'm gonna have to edit all these dead silences out. This is 37 minutes of live stream. I think even my longest videos are already 37 minutes. Actually, no, my extreme longest are. I don't know how long I can keep this going for, really. Beanie Boy says it was good. Play the recorder cover of Titanic over this. Okay, so it was good. Anyone else? There's 4 people watching this, apart, not including myself. Anyone else have anything to say, please? Fear. The first one beats them all. Oh, so monologue 1 beats them all. Interesting. Okay. I guess I have practiced that one more recently. Although I definitely practiced that one more historically. I mean, what about that one in specific? Is there anything anyone would, improve or something? I mean, I'm sure I was out of angle a couple of times, but that's just a technicality. You know what? I'm going to stream my stream. Don't copyright me. I won't copyright you. I don't even think I have Content ID. I think you need to be a part of an MCN to get Content ID. I'm not sure. I disagree. I think that last one beats them all. I mean, normally I would agree. Normally I would agree with Spartan that, but again, this sole difference of opinions is what I was actually bringing people here for, and and clearly Spartan and Leon have a history of disagreeing on virtually everything. So they are indeed the perfect candidates to to put forward for this. Just me using the word candidate has probably sparked an argument with them as well already. But in any case, back to the matter at hand. If no one else has anything to say about that one, then I will show the one that I was planning to pair up with that. Now this one needs a bit of restaging because I did it in a certain way and I relied too much on props because the guy in the original is speaking to a tape recorder, so I use my phone. I'm using my phone to stream right now, so obviously it's out of limits anyway. Let me stream your stream first. Oh, I thought you meant you were going to, when I finished it, you were going to actually just put the video on and then start it from the beginning. That would probably be a better idea, because otherwise, well, actually, I don't know. I'll wait for you. Maybe we'll get more engagement that way. That's an interesting idea, actually, if everyone started streaming my streams. Leon, you have a channel. Stream my stream, please. That's going to be interesting, just seeing the same live stream 3 times across the internet. I wonder what the record for that is. If I can find out the world record of the most places a live stream has been streamed. I don't know how to stream, but that's fair enough. I'm just using my phone at the moment. It already had an option when you go into the YouTube app to live stream. That's how I do it. I know that Maria uses OBS, but whatever. That's a thing for another day. Maybe we should try and beat that record. We should all, one of us should start a stream, and then another person stream that stream, and another person or somewhere else, and somewhere else, and somewhere else, and see if we can set a record for that. I don't know what the record actually is. I don't think there is a record. So if we can, if we can not, maybe it's not really a beating. Maybe more of a setting the record. I don't know. I'll have to look into that, but I'll do that later. And Spartan Gaming says, I am no candidate, I am the master. I forgot to, yeah. I'm going to do that stream your stream right now. Spartan Gaming is going to have content on his channel! My word! What is the world coming to? And of course it's content from me, but I mean, to be fair, I did actually offer to do that at the beginning. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I'll just wait for the pair of them to stream the stream. See if I'm getting any engagement from people on Facebook. Because no one on Facebook has actually responded. Okay, well... I don't know. It's seen by a bunch of people. It's seen by 6 people in total, and yet none of them are here. So yeah, thanks guys. Really helped me out there. To be fair to them, they do have other auditions they need to go to, and I respect that. This is going to be my longest video in the history of anything, because EasyVid didn't allow me to do anything over 45 minutes beforehand. And ever since I've learned to use Sony Vegas, I've not done a 45-minute project because it's Sony Vegas and it takes forever to edit things. So, yeah, this is going to be my, how do you stream, oh my word. It depends on what you're using. I mean, you can use OBS or whatever. We'll try this another day, just don't worry about it right now. Let's just have Beanie Boy stream my stream. I'm going to look on his channel at the moment and see how that's going. Let's see. Nothing on here at the moment. I can't capture your window. Do you know how? So many technicalities! That depends on what you're using again to stream or anything. I don't know. I mean, you can. All I know is how to do it with OBS, and because I don't have the project. Oh, you're using OBS. Okay. Well, let me see. Let me launch OBS so I can visually remind myself. It should be just adding a different scene in OBS. Like so instead of game capture, you probably got it set on Epic Games Launcher or something, knowing you. So what you have to do is change that setting to allow for. And he's calling was trying to not take calls in this Discord, but I guess I'm gonna have to do this just for now. Weenie! Hello.
I am here to I'm here to help you, because I can get you the most amount of views that you've ever got in your life.
What, over 14,000?
10,000. Huh?
What, over 14,000? Because that's the most amount of views I've gotten in my life.
Don't worry, I've got you covered. Okay, so it just comes on with a black, like...
Yeah, it does that sometimes. I think that it comes up with me that version 18.1 is available, and then if I click, and that does that every time. But again, if you do that, you go to if you go to new scene, just add a different name, and then you go to sources, and then if you add
That's what I did.
yeah, if you add a new source, it should be under window capture.
Yeah, that's what I did, and it just is black.
That happens to me sometimes. I don't know how to actually troubleshoot that. I don't think there's any way that I can really.
Again, I'm internet sensation. I can help you.
Okay. Well, you're asking me for help at the moment, so.
No, I'm not. Shut up. Don't question. Hang on. You don't get to laugh at me.
Why ever not? Anyway, either close it or open it again, or if you're using 32-bit version, use 64-bit version. There's got to be some technicality to it.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm on something different now.
Yeah, this is the very reason I don't use OBS very often, because even for recording things, it's got a 25% chance of actually working for me.
Yeah, I mean, again, I've got you covered. Like, I've always got you covered.
Okay. Should have
Display capture. I'm so good.
I'm just waiting for that notification in the corner that says my stream is being streamed. It's going to be a very weird thing.
It might not. I can get your audio fine.
I mean, that's something. I have to think about the logistics of how I'm going to stage anything. To be fair, the visual in this is terrible anyway, because I can't actually pan the camera. Well, I mean, I can alter the angle slightly, but I mean, that doesn't really help. Oh, actually, you know what I just realised? I've got this in the background. got my Sorry You Theatre shirt.
Yeah. I've never. What is a sorry yeah?
What is this Sorry Yeah? I don't know what that is, but Sorry You Theatre is of course you know what it is.
It doesn't want to do it. I've always been so good. You know what? I'm just gonna do it without your face. How about that?
Maybe? Yeah, okay. I guess that works. By the way, you've officially helped me break the record of my longest video now.
Oh. See? Internet sensation. Helps with everything.
Yes. Maybe when I actually edit this down, it might not be the longest video anymore, but I don't know. It probably still will be.
Shut up. It will be. See, I'm keeping. I built your tree.
Yeah, of course. In those, 3 videos you featured in.
Don't make me make a diss track with you.
I already did. Leon Tarkshina says Bernie Sanders. Such wise words. Sorry to anyone who this is.
Also, such wise words as it's good.
I know, exactly.
I shed a tear every time.
It's very interesting because when you ask Leon for a specific topic of something, he will give the briefest answer ever. But then he can go off on a tangent on his own very easily.
You know what? What I'm gonna do is, okay, you've had people help you say stuff and all sorts, but have you ever had anyone drink water for you?
Drink water. I'm just going to put your volume up. Maybe, I don't know if people could hear you or not. I'm going to put your volume up. No. This is bringing back memories to the quench my thirst for leafy thing.
Logan Georgie Paul, am I right?
Logan Georgie Paul.
Yeah, do you remember that?
Yes. Yes, I do.
You know what? I'm gonna do it right now. You can have a look now. Beep. I've done it. Hello, I'm just here.
This is a great stream
No,
already.
you don't look for.
This is a fantastic stream. That goes for both yours and mine.
Yeah, no. That was obviously towards me. Am I right?
I can't see anything on your channel at the moment that says anything about streaming. Was that sticky bit? What do you? Spartan, if I'm going to read some comments, wait a second. What do you think of Trump? I don't know. He's beautiful. He's tremendous. He's amazing. No, he's not. Next comment. I've lost the whole stream right now. Right. Was that Sticky Potato Films when he said you were leafy? No, I mean an actual leafy video. I did used to watch his content. There was this girl who was dressed in in pink hair, which reminds me a lot of.
Welcome to the new stream. Today we're gonna be streaming more friends' voice here.
Okay, well, we've got the notification. I'm streaming my friend. This is my army. I'm sure it is. Okay, what I was saying was that there was this anime girl who, well, not anime girl, but I think she had some a name like anime girl. I don't know. Who knows? But she decided for some reason to pretend to become extremely obsessed with Leafy and drink a bunches of water to quench her thirst for Leafy. And eventually she ended up just splashing herself in the face, and it was really weird and nonsensical. So that was what was going on for that. So no, it wasn't Sticky Potato Films when he called me a Leafy clone, which he did, and I have not forgotten that. And Spartan Gaming says, eating a sandwich. And also ASMR eating. I really hope that's not your first stream. And Leon Toxino again asked me, what do I think of Trump? I do not like him. Anyway, but now to address Beanie Boy's stream of my stream. Hello to anyone in his army that is here right now. You might be wondering what's going on in this video, but essentially what's going on is that I am showing my monologues for an audition that I have on Friday. I've got through 3 of them already, but I've still got 1 more. I'd appreciate any comments that you might have. And if you could, then come over to my channel and watch the stream from the beginning so you can see the original ones. I might just be talking to thin air. I haven't actually checked on his stream yet, but maybe I should do that to make sure I'm not being trolled. Let's see.
What's just happening, isn't it?
Well, yeah, a lot is of course happening. So yeah, in a moment I will try and do my last monologue, which needs restaging. But let's go ahead and see. Oh, okay, yeah, the thumbnail does indicate that it is in fact working. There's 1 person watching, which is apparently me. So yeah. brother, you've got the mightiest army in all the land. Right, where were we? Oh, look, there's a sixth person watching now. Hello, sixth person. I don't know who you are at the moment, so please let me know. Oh, yeah, that's why you can't actually see my face. So yeah, sixth person. Seventh person, in fact. Okay, there's more people, or is that maybe just multiple accounts? I don't know what's going on. Oh, 6 people. Okay, so sixth person. I'm doing monologues for an audition on Friday. That's what this stream is about. I've done 3 already, but I've still got to do 1 more. And that 1 more is Alan Strang's monologue from Equus. Beanie Boy, you'll recognise this one this time, because I have performed it before at Surrey, as you call it. So you'll see this one, but it needs restaging because, again, like I was saying before, I use my phone usually, but to pretend to record myself, my audio, because the guy in the original uses a tape recorder. In this one, I'm using my phone to stream, so I can't actually do that. And we've got, and so I've got to try and see if I can restage it properly and see if I can make it.
That is extremely interesting.
Well, I mean, you decided to stream it, so yeah. And the 6th person is gone, so who cares? Who am I explaining this to anymore? Right, let's just get going. This is going to be a really bad angle, I think. Actually, you know what? I'm going to start at this level right now. I'm currently on my knees. I just saw myself convulse on stream. That was very interesting. Right. So let's just go ahead. Let's just go ahead and see what happens. I haven't restaged this yet, but I'm going to restage it now with the wonderful lords and ladies, my army. Okay. I'm talking about the beach. That time when I was a kid, what I told you about. I was pushed forward onto the horse. The fellow held me tight and let me steer the horse whichever way I wanted. All that power going any way you wanted. His sides were all warm. And the smell. Then suddenly, I was on the ground where Dad pulled me. I could have bashed him. Something else. When I looked into the horse, looked into its mouth, and there was this chain in it. The fellow pulled it and cream dropped out. I asked, "Does it hurt?" And then he said, the horse said, it was always the same after that. Every time I heard one galloping by, I just had to go and see. They sort of pulled me. I couldn't take my eyes off them. Years went by, and I told no one. Mum wouldn't understand. She likes equitation. My grandfather dressed for the horse, she would say. What does that even mean? The horse isn't dressed. It's the most naked thing you ever saw. Even the most broken down old nag has got its life. To put a bolo on it is filthy. No one understands. I don't know when it started. Mum reading to me about Prince, who no one could ride except one boy. Or the white horse in Revelations. He that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. His eyes were as flames of fire, and he had a name that no man knew but himself. Words like reins, stirrup, flanks made me feel No one understands. Except cowboys. They do. I wish I was a cowboy. They're free. They would just swing up, and then there's miles of grass. I bet all cowboys are orphans. I bet they are. Right, well that one was a complete mess. I know already that one was far worse than any of the others that I've shown on this stream already. Oh, and look, we're at the 1 hour mark. Finally, a video of mine has actually passed an hour. Well, I don't know, 54 minutes post-edit, but whatever. Something like that. So, yeah. Let's just see what people think of that one. I actually got some of the lines in the wrong order, but again, in the face of adversity, you have to just try and carry on. They do allow you one restart in an audition, but I thought I would try and carry on and see if I didn't, notice it. So there was bits in there that were in the wrong order. So, as Eric Morecambe once said, I'm playing all the right notes, but not necessarily in the right order. Actually, he said that twice. I will correct myself, he said that twice. I'm rambling at this point. What do people think? Spartan Gaming, it was a beautiful mess. Okay. Well, I mean that's some Solus anyway. Yeah, that's the one that I need to practice. Anyone else have anything to say? That was useful, by the way, Spartan. Oh yes, a beautiful mess. That's a good way to describe it. Nice neck stretch. I'll just incorporate that somewhere. I'm talking about the beach. A time when I was a kid. Nah. Don't know why I can do that so well. Probably just out of so many times doing spine rolls or things, releasing the neck. You never know. What is Lipper doing to me? The more I delve into drama, the more I just go insane. And I've been in this business for 11 years now, so that explains a lot, really. Come on. Anyone else? Well, okay then. I guess not. So I guess my final question to everyone is that, who's especially the people who've been here since the beginning, with the ones that you saw at the beginning, Hecat's Monologue and the Prince from Mermaid, versus the Porter and Alan Strang from Equus just now. Which ones do you think I should take forward? I'm gonna take forward. It can be the pairings that I've chosen or different ones. What do people think I should actually take forward to the audition on Friday? Okay, how about this? Give the numbers. There's from 1 to 4. Which two shall I take to the audition on Friday? The second and third one. Okay. Second and third one. All right. So Prince and Porter. That could almost be a novel, The Prince and the Porter. I mean, it's The Prince and the Pauper. I'll get sued for that. Okay, second and third one. All right, fair enough. And as usual, I say, anyone else have any differing opinions? I mean, I feel like it's just Spartan talking now. Okay, well, second and third one it is then. Thank you everyone for not responding, just leaving uncomfortable silences. I've beaten my personal record of longest video, which beforehand was probably something like 44 minutes, and now is an hour and 6 without cutting down anything. So yeah, that's a thing. So thanks anyone anyway for watching this live stream. I'm going to now cut this. If anyone missed bits from the beginning, or anyone watches this in posterity, then please don't feel like you have to. I had to have been there to comment something. Please leave any thoughts that you actually do have in the comments, and I will read those before Friday. So yeah, thank you, and also while you're at it, leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. And on that note, until next time, farewell.